meet the 130-pound Muay Thai fighters first. Fighting out of the Dynamic Mortgage Concepts red corner, making his Sparta Combat League Muay Thai debut from Child's Play and AFA Boxing in Centennial, Colorado. Please make welcome, Alen Dudo. And now, fighting out of the Farmers Insurance Thomas Swenson blue corner, also making his Sparta Combat League Muay Thai debut from Genesis Training Center in Arvada, Colorado, please make welcome, Justin Parker. This 130-pound Muay Thai bout is scheduled for three 2-minute rounds. Referee Stephen Blea.
We're about to get the evening started, Ron, and I wanted to mention that a lot of the fighters we're seeing tonight are kind of the prospects for the Sparta Combat League, some up-and-comers as they start to make a name for themselves. We might see them on your podcast. Tell us about that real quick.
Yeah, it's called the My Fight Podcast. It's a great little podcast, talks about people in Colorado in the fight community that really have overcome some difficult things, and hopefully it helps other people. So thanks for sharing that. Little
insight into the personal lives of the fighters. And speaking of the fighters, Justin Parker in the blue gloves, representing the Genesis Training Center, versus Alen Dudo in the red gloves, representing Child's Play. And for about the last 8 months, we've been talking about the strong resurgence of Muay Thai in Colorado, and that's how we're getting our evening started tonight.
Thank goodness. It's probably the most exciting form of combat sports, in my opinion. I love what SCL's been doing in terms of bringing it back. And you know, just like you said, highlighting up-and-coming fighters is really what Colorado MMA is all about. So these guys all start somewhere, and there's no better place to get them started than SCL.
And speaking of getting started, Parker putting a stamp on the round right there with that prolonged flurry. It was about a 15-punch combination.
You know, so we talk about these guys as young fighters. One of the things I'm seeing right away in Alen Dudo is keeping that left hand really low. I hate seeing that, telling you straight. So get that hands up and also keep those chins down, what we are seeing out of him. So hopefully he can make some adjustments here as this fight goes on.
Nice job by Parker with his target selection, mixing it up between body right and left and head high and low.
Both guys landing simultaneously beautifully. Both guys kind of getting folded over a little bit.
Going with a leg kick now as Parker puts some power in it, but Dudo answers nicely.
I like what I'm seeing out of Dudo, though, right now. I think he's trying to figure and establish his range, and he's doing so more so with his leg kicks than he is with his left jab right now.
Nice check by Parker. Make Dudo think about firing that leg kick. There's the 10-second clacker.
Parker's a strong kid, and he's putting some pressure on Dudo right now, especially as he's got him against the cage. And that's it for the first.
Round number 2, neither fighter taking a stool in between rounds.
I love that too.
Yeah, getting some ice cleaned up in there. So what a lot of coaches are doing, talking about this resurgence of MMA, is a lot of coaches, if the fighter comes into the gym, says, hey, I want to be an MMA fighter, a lot of coaches are instituting a rule in their gym. You have to have 2 or 3 Muay Thai fights before we'll put you in an MMA fight. You got to be in there, knowing what the action feels like, knowing what it's like to have somebody coming at you that's trying to render you unconscious with hands and feet.
Got to go to school before you can graduate.
Bit of a telegraph on that head kick by Dudo, but he puts it up there nicely, gets the hips turned over, and has a lot of power to it. If he disguises that behind some punches, he might start finding some really good success with that.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I think that he's got some great leverage, and I think he's finding how to use that leverage. And if you take a look at the body of Justin Parker on this left side of his ribs, it's painted red. So, and it's not from the gloves. But Justin Parker's hanging in there. I like the way he's getting into that pocket, JR, and I like the way that he covers up when he's in that pocket. You seeing the same thing?
Yeah, you were talking about keeping the hands up in the right position, and Parker pretty much has his tied into place. Nicely done.
One of the other things I really like that I'm seeing out of Justin Parker is he does not close his eyes when he's throwing punches. He is focused on the target, both eyes on the target, hands up. I mean, I like what I see. I really like what I see right now.
Nice body dip to get the forearm block there by Parker. Really good defense. Don't go chasing the punches with your hands, leaving an opening.
Absolutely right.
Both these guys really focused. Both these guys with a big smile in there. Learning what it is to be a fighter and having a good time because of it. I love to see it.
And exactly that, enjoying the process. That's the beauty of this. Good body kick from Justin Parker. He's got Dudo against the cage right now, bringing knees up.
Nicely done with the knee. There's the 10-second clacker. Parker's going to try to put it on him here. Good flurry to end the round for the Genesis Training Center fighter. Back with the third. And in between rounds 2 and 3, Parker making use of the stool that time.
Yeah, I was just going to say the same thing. Getting some great coaching, of course, from his corner, former UFC veteran Luke Caudillo, and head coach over at the Genesis Training Center, Jake Ramos.
Nice combination to start. Parker looking to pick it up where he left it off.
Beautiful hook jab thrown from Dudo, lands beautifully, but Parker, I think he's got a sense of urgency right now, and I think that those were the instructions that he got in that second round. Come out with fire, and he's doing so.
And both these guys look to have the conditioning to keep up a solid pace throughout 3 rounds. I mean, you can tell, they're in a fight, they're working hard, but neither one of them bent over gasping.
Absolutely. And this has been an exciting fight, a lot of action.
I have it as fight of the night so far, Ron.
Good call, good call. Unofficially, it's a close fight. I mean, I've got it 1 round apiece myself, and again, unofficially, but very interesting to see the way these guys are really, really coming out blazing in this 3rd and final round.
Dudo scored with a couple of knees there, warned for encircling the head. Ooh.
Beautiful.
Just barely missed on that one. And Dudo needs to make sure he doesn't spend too much time looking at his corner. Got to keep his eyes on the prize. Both these guys putting together nice attacking combinations here late in the fight.
Oh, I just love what I'm seeing out of Justin Parker right now. Defensively, he's fantastic, and he's really taking advantage of this ring generalship right now, controlling the pace of the fight, especially in the 3rd and final round, and defending himself beautifully as he's attacking.
And right as he stepped into range, brought those hands up, covered nicely. Big overhand right, the 10-second clacker went off. Looks like Parker's going to try to end it with the flurry again. We'll take it up to the judges. They'll let us know the winner.
After 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards. All All three judges scored about 30-27, declaring your winner by unanimous decision, Justin Parker. Sean in the cage with Justin. Now, Justin, talk to me about that fight a little bit. Obviously known as an MMA guy, making your Muay Thai debut tonight. What was the biggest difference for you? You look pretty comfortable.
Man, ain't no difference really, man. I like to throw out, man, you know, and ain't nobody will take a fight. This guy and George are the only ones that take a fight, but we couldn't make it happen with George tonight, so we took the Muay Thai fight on 10 days notice. But, man, I'm just happy to be back in here, man. This is what I love to do, and it felt good, man. I felt a little slow, but it was great, man.
What's up next for you? You got your Muay Thai debut under your belt. Obviously an MMA guy like we talked about, going back to MMA now.
Definitely going back to MMA, but any 25ers out there want to get some, baby, I'm ready to fight MMA all day, no one will take the fight, so please, hit up Sean, let's make it fucking happen. Sorry, let's make it happen.
Some people you want to thank that helped you get here, I'm sure.
Yeah, first of all, I want to give a shout out to my girlfriend, Gia. It's our 9-year anniversary today, and I want to say thank you to her. She always holds me down at the house, me and my son. Without her, it's not possible. I want to thank Jake and Lou, the Genesis Training Center, all my training partners. Man, the list goes on and on, man. I want to thank everybody. I want to thank Sparta. Thank you guys for coming out, man.
Congratulations on the victory. We'll see you in the cage soon. Get up for your winner, Justin Parker.